Yo, what's up guys, Nandra here. Welcome to another video. So for this video, I would like to start off by saying shout outs to Kiri. Partially because like he kind of made me want to play this well, okay. Let me see if I can explain properly. So as you know, Kiri is like a one trick like shadow main, and he kind of gets bored with decks like fairly quickly, which is like, you know, like it's his personality trait. A lot of people are like this. That's fine, doesn't matter. And he asked me for if I could put the Saha package into Shadow, specifically like mid Shadow, just because like mid Shadow is gonna be the place placed in Shadow where you can like use up the best. Because obviously like you can't put Saha in Nep, that doesn't work, and obviously it doesn't work in aggro, and there isn't really anything such as like say a control Shadow, partially because like they don't have like their best control tool would be like say Ektar, who ended up in mid range. So yeah. Anyway, so I did that, and because honestly, for me, like I guess I'm like a Saha expert. I can make Saha and literally just about anything work. Like I've done it in Sword. I've obviously done it in Dragon because that's like the mainstream one. I've used it in Force. I've seen other people use it in Force. However, for the most part, no one's really touched about no one's really touched about it in Sword. Again, I've done it, but not many people have done it. Blood, which has kind of been touched on a little bit, and then Shadow. Like it's also been like dabbled in a little bit in that of Haven, as well as Rune. But like for Haven, it's really just like one guy playing it. But anyway, so let me go and show you guys the deck list. So this will be the deck list video for it. Now, alright, as you see here from the title, it's called Combo Saha Shadow. There are a few different ways to build Saha Shadow. Now, let me get and show you the first ones that like I like made. I haven't like tested all of these. The only one that I've tested is the last one, the combo version. So this was like my initial take, hence the title, Saha Shadow version 1. Now, there are some cards that I'll see here that kind of like don't make sense, such as for example the Cerberus. Now for the Cerberus, I actually do think they can like swap. They can like make those additional copies of your Lucifer and your Israfel, just that way you like see them more. However, for me, my personal opinion on like Saha Shadow is that part of the reason why Saha packages don't work in every single deck is because one, you need to be playing a slower deck, and then two, you need to have enough card draw in your deck in order to physically see the Saha piece, because obviously like their package deal, you can't play one without the other. However, for Shadow, what I like about Shadow is that like Shadow has the ability to run like up to 9 cantrips. That's actually so fucking much. In that of Soul Conversion, Demon Eater, and then if you wanted to, you can also go ahead and play Skull Cradle Widow. However, Skull Cradle Widow is a little bit on the greedier side, just because like it's a 1/2 that can't really trade that well. That's kind of not where you want to be versus like aggro, unless you know for a fact that you're just gonna be playing like nothing but like Bat Blood the entire day, which you can like get away with then at that point. But yeah, so the core functions of this deck was just basically just like it still plays like mid Shadow, but it can go over the top, and it has like a little bit of like much like later game versus like opposing mid Shadow. Because like versus opposing mid Shadow, it kind of comes down to, okay, well, who ran out of Evos and who has to play Ektar first? Because if you have to play Ektar first, and that Ektar doesn't win you the game, then your opponent can just like counter Ektar you, and then you've already like drained all of your shadows. You can't get this back. Well, at least like not like in a timely manner to answer the second Ektar, and then you just kind of lose. But this one kind of like alleviates that a little bit. The big question that I know like a lot of you are wondering is why Saha package. Now, in addition to what I already said about Curie, a big thing for me that's been true like pretty much like for since the entirety that I've been like playing this game, like, is that like versus other games it's okay to not play something like this. However, for this game in particular, because aggro and just like aggressive strats are so prevalent, it's not enough to just either heal or clear, because both of those have issues. If you're healing, you're not winning the game. if you're clearing, you can still die to burn. You have to do both. Like, you either have to do both, or you have to be willing to accept that, okay, well, I can still die to reach. Honestly, I don't accept that. I don't want to die to reach. None of you want to die to reach, because like that's actually so tilting when that happens. Just because oh hey, look at that, he top deck like Dance of Death or Demonic Strike and that killed me. Yeah, that shit feels awful. Never again. so that's why I'm playing this package. But yeah, like this was the first version. This is the second version. I don't think. Yeah, I didn't. This is like a skeleton, or not skeleton. This is like a shell that you could like kind of use if you like wanted to play around with this like deck. I think for the most part, like 30 at least 30 of these 35 cards are pretty core to some like great extent, which is part of why like fooling around with like shadows is kind of difficult, just because again like you have such a large core. But yeah. But again, for this video, ultimately what I settled on was this combo Saha Shadow. So the reason why this is called combo is because I'm playing Minth, who essentially makes your necromancy effects that you would play with her on the same turn cost 0, and I'm using her to supplement Deathly Tyrant, I'm sorry, whose necromancy 20 game +10/+10, dealing 13 damage burst. Is a lot of bursts, and most times that's usually enough to win you a game. Like, if you don't believe me, think back to Tempest of the Gods meta. How much is Saha Baha Zel? That's 13 damage. How much is Zeloro? That's 11 damage. And most of those times when you got hit with those, you lost that game. And like, so I like this because it's really nice for us to say decks like Dragon, because like, yeah, you can beat Dragon. However, those games take so long. Like, they take a while, like, and usually if the dragon sees like any form of healing, it's usually gonna come down to like almost like near fatigue, and while it still does with this deck, at least you have the chance to just be able to just like, okay, maybe keep them at like 13 or something like that. This maybe say like 13 to 16, just, you know, poke them down here, poke them down there, or whatever, but just, you know, keep them at that threshold. And then just like bop them with Deathly Tyrant, with the Minth Tyrant combo. I'm only playing one Deathly Tyrant just because like I'm not super reliant on this combo. Additionally, the Saha package, one of the downsides to it is that you have to play at least 5 to 6 of these cards. Which again, if you saw before, you know that the core of this deck is already like 30 cards or something like that. So yeah. But anyway, the other things that I guess I should talk about is why I have some of these other cards in here. So you keep Skull Beast because Skull Beast it helps with your shadow count early. It's also a good one drop for like say Bat Blood, which is nice. The soul conversions are because like you want to be able to draw through your deck as fast as possible, and well, like, all right, so you draw through your deck as fast as possible just because like Shadow is kind of like a network of like many like 2-card combos or 2 to 3 card combos, but usually 2-card combos, which is pretty nice. Like, it's nice to have like all these cards in here, just so that way you can keep like chaining together these combos, because that's how you like overwhelm your opponent, just because you keep getting these like either 1-for-1s that end up being like +1s, or like 2-for-1s that end up being like +2s or something like crazy like that, which is nice. Like, it's how you just like overwhelm people. It's how you win. I'm only playing 2 Lyriel because like there are a lot of things you evo in this deck. Additionally, you kind of want a lot of space, and because I have a lot of early anti-aggro, I'm not as conditioned as to want to like use the Lyriel, because like the Lyriel, it doesn't have as good of scaling later in the game. Just because like later in the game, I'm gonna be like casting stuff like Lucifer or stuff like Israfel or something like that. So the Lurching Corpse are pretty integral to the deck, because Lurching Corpse is how you beat Dragon. It's how you beat, well, it's how you beat a lot of decks actually. Just because like going 4 mana Lurching Corpse plus Demon Eater, or 3 mana Lurching Corpse plus Soul Conversion is nice, because you go +0, but it becomes because you trade 2 cards, So you trade the Lurching Corpse and the Soul Conversion to draw 2 cards. So you basically exchange 2 cards, but you get 2 cards deeper into your deck, and then the Lurching Corpse triggers, and then you blow up a card. So ultimately it becomes a +1, but it's a +1 that was like a very, very progressive +1, and that's where you want to be. It's the same thing with the Demon Eater, just because, like, again, you want to be drawing through your deck as fast as possible. You want to be able to, like, find your Ektars and stuff like that on time, and just, go off. One Undying Resentment. The reason why you do one Undying Resentment is because it's a nod to aggro. It's also something nice to just have on the draw, on, like, say turn 2. So that way if you want, you can go ahead and hold your zombie parties. But it eases your it sort of eases the stress of your mulligans, and it doesn't make it so like, going second or whatever. Oh, I didn't find a zombie party. Okay, well this aggro player is just gonna shit on me now. Yeah, like it just eases that a little bit. You only play 1 copy and not say like 3 copies from that, because like if you run into dragon, having all this anti-aggro removal tools, those are gonna kill you. Like, and you don't want that. Just because like they're gonna be blanks, because dragon doesn't play creatures until like their creatures are like massive. 1 carrot. So the reason why you play 1 carrot is because carrot helps you keep up on shadows, because as you know, I'm not playing anything like say Erd in this deck, so it's just a really nice card. It just helps you make sure that they never reach that, oh well, I'm out of card state. Shouldn't happen to you in this deck. Bone Chimera to me is actually one of the strongest cards in Shadow. That I think it is a little bit like underhyped, just because like it basically reads 3 mana, get 3 1/1s, get 3 shadows. That's really strong. It also gives you tokens to set up for your Necro Assassins, which another like really important thing. Like, again, this is gonna be a nod to Dragon, just because like when Dragon plays Bahamut, you either answer that Bahamut that turn or you die. Like there's no if ands or buts about it. Like that's literally just what happens. And the Necro Assassin helps you blow it up. Another nice thing is that like on 6 mana you can go Lurching Corpse plus Necro Assassin. The Lurching Corpse will trigger, and the Necro Assassin will trigger, and you get to blow up 2 cards at once, and then also kill a 3rd card if you have an Evo for the Necro Assassin. That's a really strong play. 1 Phantom Howl. Phantom Howl's nice. I didn't want to do more than 1 just because like I use a lot of shadows in this deck. Like it doesn't seem like it, but I actually do use a lot, just because like Ektar consumes like 90% of your shadows. But the 1 Phantom Howl is nice just because like it basically reads like 4 mana, either stabilize the board or send 5 damage to the face, and that's nice, just because like you always want to have just a tiny bit of reach in your deck. 2 mints of the Underworld, so I'm doing 2 mints over say 2 Tyrant and 1 mint, because I prefer to see the mint more, because the mint has some utility in this deck. Just because on 6 mana, some a play they can do is you can go mint plus Soul Squasher, or mint plus Undying Resentment, which is kind of nice. Like it doesn't happen that often, but sometimes it happens. It's just nice. The Zombie Party, of course, is just because like it's a board and a cannon. It's a really core part of Shadow. I don't think you can like take it out. Again, the one Deathly Tyrant, because like the Deathly Tyrant is to me the worst of the 2 combo pieces. So that's why I'm only playing 1, just because like I only need to see 1. Like because I only need to see 1, then either get up to 20 shadows or find them to pair it with it and be at 10 mana. And there you go, have 13 damage. I can't imagine a game where I end up casting that like more than once. Hence, I'm only gonna run the 1 copy. The 3 Saha. For me personally, like if you play Saha package, you just have to play 3 Saha, because otherwise, like it makes it like less consistent, and they have to kind of like wonder to yourself, okay, well, like, why am I running this in the first place? 2 Lucifer. So I went for Lucifer over say Israel, because like right now the heal matters a lot more, because as Shadow you don't have any source of like longevity, because like you're not playing Cowie in this, like, because Cowie's a little bit too passive sometimes. Like, and Lucifer is like always guaranteed healing. It's kind of difficult to play with, but like and it's gonna take you a few games, but like but once you get used to like playing with it, it does feel like pretty good. The one Israfil, just so this way your Saha quill has options, because Saha Israfil is basically just like a massive Breath of the Salamander that also gives face, and that's really nice. Additionally, she's as an 8/8, she's also a hard castable threat by herself, because like when you play her, even without an Evo, she's threatening to deal 10 damage. That's a lot of fucking damage from one card. So yeah. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I will have a concept video up later today, just to show you guys a really interesting game I had versus Dragon. It's only gonna be one game, but the game's long enough that they should like understand it, like how you're like supposed to be playing the deck. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, man. Leave a like if you did, and I'll catch you guys next time.